This game takes place in a fantasy setting, handcrafted by the Game Master. Any characters, events, locations, items, or similar that resemble anything real-world or in pre-existing fiction are purely coincidental. This world is set with custom rules and settings discussed upon by the GM and players. If you have any comments or concerns regarding their interpretations of the rules or gameplay, please keep them professional or to yourself if you can't play nice. We hope you enjoy. Okay. Hi. Hello.
What the French toast
We're
fuck was that? Apparently we're waterboarding too.
Been
My favorite.
so long.
Yeah.
It has been
Hi,
a while.
guys.
Man, burn
Life,
Catches
am I
you
right?
sometime, too.
Yeah. Don't even lie to him. It was my fault. Entirely my fault.
Ours too. You know, full-time jobs and school.
It was not my fault.
Life.
I can tell you that.
But yes, after a long time, we are back. I can't promise that breaks aren't gonna happen, but I'll try to announce them next time. Yeah. I'm gonna play some D&D, guys.
Yay!
Are we?
Well, maybe not. I forgot to get my
better
dice
be.
and all that prep I was doing.
I
give me
have
1 second.
dice, Dalton.
Can see
No
my
excuses.
toes.
I'm glad you can see your toes.
That's it. That's all I see is toes. Help.
My dice.
He's not even looking down. He just can't stop seeing toes.
Oh, right. I don't use my metal dice. Because they're loud. That's a natural
We
one.
like
on
the
D20.
loud.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
the
they're loud.
audience
They
and
failed the
us can't
stealth
see
check.
you randomly roll dice for random checks. We like to hear that clunk occasionally to
That
know
little
that you're
click,
rolling things.
that-
And we
that
go,
little-
hey, what was that roll for? Do you say, oh, nothing.
just,
Don't worry about it.
just. Hey, what's your passive perception?
Well, let me tell you.
I
It's
actually
not
have
great.
that. I have that written down. Actually, the answer
you
to the
do?
question is Keenan's is 17, Kapstan's 12, Aida is 10, and Ian's is 13.
Shitters.
And
Yep.
they're really bad at what they do.
Mine's actually 18, bozo.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my bad. I had that when you were level 3.
Anyways, can we get a
Oh, are you asking for a recap?
yes, that's the word in English.
No. Because I actually have announcements. We usually don't do this in this show. Yeah, we're very casual here. We don't have announcements. We have nothing to announce. Except this time we do. Usually when we upload our videos, we go straight to YouTube. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just straight, no in between, straight to YouTube. From now on, I think I'd like to start premiering them on Twitch. So we can set up a Twitch channel and upload the VODs to YouTube as you do. The reason, primarily, is because for future projects, I'd like to stream them. For this one, it is pre-recorded and will continue to be pre-recorded, even on Twitch, if I can figure that how to do that. But
Every time you say VOD, I think you mean video on demand.
no,
Off.
yeah, I actually don't know what VOD stands for. Anyway, yes, we will be
Oh no.
premiering the pre-recorded episodes onto Twitch and then uploading them to YouTube, hopefully slightly before. I also personally may or may not have a few secret things in the work, but I'm not going to talk about them right now, but I will keep you updated. So
I will, however. So what he's going to do is
wait, no.
Don't do it.
You can't do that. That's my big reveal.
and then basically we're gonna get together and then
Can't believe. I'm so glad that Dalton has
and
developed
that's how we
a skill-
got to Vancouver's live tour. Anyway.
Dalton has
Oh, okay.
developed a skill to mute us on command. So
Yeah.
Um.
I'm not even pressing a button on my keyboard.
Oh
I'm
no, there's
thinking
just
about
blanks in my script.
it. You were supposed to talk about the script, bro.
Oh,
known about this for
shit.
a long time. Is that a chip bag?
Anyways,
No,
the
it's a
recap,
script.
Dalton, please.
It's written on
Yes,
aluminum.
the recap. So, last we left off, You guys entered the city of Fettin, the city that Ida was informed the circus troupe was heading towards. After you guys, helped Sunfire way back when, like 3 sessions ago.
Mhm.
You were informed that they were in Fettin and were currently heading to Fettin and setting up. Along the way, you got to Glossfield and met a few friends, met a few interesting individuals, gathered some information, and you met an individual that called herself Mary, and Kapstan specifically had a very interesting run-in with her.
I murdered a man.
He did do that.
It was his fault.
Anyway, after going through and learning a little bit of information, learning that said Mary, who introduced her, or you soon learned was the clown of the circus performance, had stayed behind by choice. I believe this is the same point where Keenan made a soft prayer in silence to himself and was to the deity that usually does not respond as he is no longer with us. However, with this certain prayer, a seemingly really what is the word? It's escaping me. Unimpactful prayer. He heard an answer.
Ouch.
I mean, you were asking, hey, this situation
No,
is
it's okay, I'm
a
just
little
kidding.
weird, ain't it? To which you heard a response, which is very strange considering he's been dead for like 200 years. He explains that he is basically a glorified ghost and can currently interact very limitedly with Keenan. To which Keenan gained a blessing from his deity, Tome. Aida, on the other hand, having a very eventful evening, waiting for a certain individual to come up the stairs to knock on her door, got a different guest entirely. She was visited by Ericity, the goddess of death, with a bit of a scuffle and a bit of bruising left behind. She found that it didn't really happen, ? She
Oh, it happened.
regained consciousness in her bed as if nothing had happened, with a bruise around her neck. The party then reconvened, headed to Fettin, and met the goers of the circus, Mr. Bark's Baffling Bazaar.
Yeah.
You guys walked in and you met a few notable individuals. You learned actually, you met the older Dragonborn man who was letting kids bob apples, to which Kapstan absolutely dominated.
I am the king of bobbing apples.
Indeed,
I have
indeed.
no idea what that was.
Keenan, I believe, stood awkwardly in a large crowd as
I was pestered by a bird.
you were pestered by a bird, and Aida did reconnaissance as she began flying all over the place, talking with different individuals, undergoing the guise of a reporter, a freelance reporter.
By the name of Saoirse.
That is what you told them. As you were going up to meet Mr. Barks, you saw him having and overheard a bit of a conversation he was having with an individual. You listened in, got a bit of information, and as he was leaving, he noticed you, gave you a wave, and went on his way. You went in behind him, asked Barks a few questions, a few interesting ones about the incident and the fire that happened a little while ago and his thoughts on it. He answered, as comfortable as he was, and you left. And you guys reconvened, gathered yourselves, and are now coming back to actually enjoy the show at the circus. But I believe first, you guys said you wanted to go visit the tent with the fortune teller.
Yeah, let's go get our bombs ready, boys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to steal somebody's palms.
Huh.
Uh,
Yeah, how is that gonna work? Does Keenan have human? Like,
I'm gonna need to steal
have
2
paw
sets
pad.
of palms.
I mean, but like, does he have human like humanoid hands? You know, or are
I
they
mean,
paws?
they are paws, but they're
We'll let
like
the viewers decide.
okay.
Cast
I
your votes in
totally-
the comments below.
Haven't drawn Keenan before or
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, you know, the artist in the chat who you could find at Instagram at GlassSiren. You
gosh.
know. Anyway,
You know,
Guys-
the one that does what are those things called?
starts with a C, I
Where you-
think.
It's where you pay somebody. Rayan, can you help us out?
No, I don't think I will.
It'll come to us, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Permissions.
Oh,
Sorry.
that was
Something
a little,
stuck in my
little bit of a cough right there.
Yeah. I wasn't
Anyway.
expecting that.
Well, whatever it is, you can get her to do those if you pay her money.
But yes, you guys enter the tent labeled the Call of Light, the fortune teller's tent. Who would like to go in first?
I will.
Ooh.
Of course I will.
Okay, You see this tent, and as you walk up, it is this description.
Description.
It is a little bit nearer to the front. It is a smaller tent with this. The actual wall of the tent is this plain white, but on the top are these ribbons that stream down, and this little red flag that kind of frills in the wind. The roof is this striped blue and yellow that kind of swirl down, and you have to kind of move this tapestry out of the way as it acts as a door, and you open it and you go in, and it is this very dark tent lit by candles that surround the area, and as your eyes adjust, you see in the middle a table with an empty table, one chair on your end, and on the other end you see this tall, hunched figure. She has kind of a hood on, making her almost this mysterious hunched lady. But through the candlelight, you can notice the gray skin and the faint, darker markings that line up her face, and the wrinkles that set in with time. You notice that this woman is a Goliath, and is much taller than you.
Mm-hmm.
She stands, or even in the chair, is taller than you by a good foot. And she has to kind of hunch over just to be able to reach the table. And as you come in,
oh, hello, welcome. Have a seat, have a seat.
I will do as instructed.
She gives me the creeps.
would anyone else like to go in?
No, I'm gonna wait outside.
Yeah, I'll wait outside as well.
I'll wait my turn.
Okay.
One at a time, then.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hello, ma'am. My name is...
I'm going all over the place. Pick one.
Been a minute.
Yeah, right?
She's a changeling. No. Or a Kenku.
Or a Kenku. Yeah, just a really...
A very
A
tall.
large
A
beakless
very-
Kenku.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, darling, do you know how fortunes work? Have you ever had your fortune read?
A few times before, but not recent.
Did you quite like the outcome?
It remains to be.
What is her accent?
Oh yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a
hasn't it?
You're being Saoirse.
I am being Saoirse. Aida.
There you go.
Remains to be seen.
Ah. So then you're familiar. So, I can't guarantee you can get something you like, but we'll let chance decide if you get something that might be favorable.
Let's.
Here, we're gonna We're gonna do it the way I like it, the way I specialize.
She's going to reach under and pull up a deck of cards. And she is going to set the deck on the table. And she's going to ask you to...
Now, this is what I use. See into the future, into the beyond. I want you to take the first 3 cards you choose and set them face down across. Just any 3.
All right.
I'll pick some. Do I need to roll anything or? No.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna do this on my end.
All right.
I'm assuming you place the 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Cards are slick as you grab them, a bit cold to the touch, and you, one by one, set them across the table.
Flip the first one when you're ready.
I'll do so.
For those at home, tiny spoiler warning for Strahd, as I am using the deck from that game. As
Itsy bitsy.
itsy bitsy, as I very much enjoy it.
Oh no, now I'll be disappointed.
You see, the Abjurer card, the 4 of Stars. You see a woman dressed in these kind of scholarly robes with an arcane warded shield in front of her, and on her forehead is this kind of almost glinting star. Not sure if it's a gem or a tattoo, but it shines greatly. And the Goliath on the other end of the table looks down and goes,
Oh, seems like you might be missing something. This card here represents knowledge, something you might have overlooked or something you haven't found yet. When you're ready, the next one.
I'll flip the next one.
You flip over the middle card, and you see a card that has a wolf howling with a moon silhouetting behind it. The card is the Beast. She kind of looks at it and goes,
Oh, this one represents rage, I'm afraid. I'm not too sure if it's you that might be angry with something, or something might be lurking around the corner, but something's definitely not too happy.
Kapstan outside, folding his arms.
And the last one.
Flip it.
You see the last card is a woman dressed in these kind of nice silks, silken dress with her hair kind of flying everywhere, as fire surrounds her and stars twinkle around. This is the Conjurer card, the 10 of Stars. She says,
Oh, well, this one represents the gods themselves. Something unexpected of a supernatural nature, sometimes divine. Either something is heading your way, or you're heading towards something else.
Ida just takes a deep breath and looks across the little table at the Goliath lady and just goes,
Well, I suppose the fun of card reading is that you're not really looking for the future, but to see how much things line up with what you're doing already.
I suppose so.
How much do I owe you?
That'd be one silver piece, please.
or no,
I'll pay her.
2 copper pieces, sorry. I was gonna say,
Okay.
silver is a bit a little expensive for this one.
I'll pay her.
Lovely. Thank you.
Nod to her and walk out.
Look at the other two. She just tells you what you already know.
So, does that mean that it's worth it?
It's
Oh.
always fun. See if the cards will line up with you. Mine certainly did.
Well, all right, Cap. Go see what it's about, yeah?
You worried about something, son? You worried about something, Keenan?
It's your turn, I think.
Okay. Kapstan just kind of rolls his eyes and walks in.
Okay.
Click, click, click.
You move the tarp aside and you head into the dark lit room. As you go in, you see the similar hooded, hunched figure as she looks up at you, and she is currently, you see her taking the cards off the table that Aida has played, and she is currently shuffling them back into deck. And she looks up at you as you enter with your eyes, like the frosted eyes glowing in the darkness.
Oh, I have not seen a construct in quite some time. Sit if you'd like a fortune read.
Damn, she was polite right after the construct comment. I can't
Yeah.
believe mean. Damn. Kapstan will walk over and just kind of. No, he'll sit down.
Okay.
You know how fortune reading works?
She'll ask you.
No.
Alright, well, I have this deck of cards here. This is what I use to see into the things others can't. You'll take any 3 cards you want and you set them face down across the table. And we'll use those 3 to figure out what might be going on with you.
She'll gesture the deck towards you.
Kapstan's gonna look at it. I'm gonna split the deck in half before I take any cards,
Alright.
and then I'll take my cards.
He won't say anything. He'll just let you do it. You flip the first card.
Sure. He flips it over.
You flip over the card. It is you see a man heavily clad in armor with a sword that is on fire raised into the air. He is standing atop a pile of bodies, and the card is labeled the Avenger. She looks at that, and
Oh, this one is one who seeks great justice or revenge for something they deem wrong. I'm not sure if someone's come after you, sir, or if you got some vendetta you're working towards, but I do wish you luck in the future.
Hell comes and goes. I flip the next card.
flip the next card. Okay. You flip over the middle card. It is a figure sitting on a throne, heavily covered in robes. He has a staff loosely held in his hand as he is looking directly through the card on you. The card is the Dark Lord. She looks
Sensing
at
a pattern. I don't know if I like it.
She looks at that, and she goes,
Oh, this one's kind of a bad omen, I'm afraid. Someone of a very evil variety is looking for you. I'm not sure who that might be, or how far they are from finding you. But it definitely does not bode well, I'm afraid.
Neither does my presence. And I flip the other card over.
You see the last card. It is a two figures. One, a younger boy, hair a bit frazzled, wearing peasant's clothes, handing off coins to what looks to be a well-dressed merchant fellow. This card is the trader. She goes,
Oh, this one is one of commerce. Usually of the, more underground type, that of smuggling and black markets. Not too sure, if you work with someone who might have dabbled in that, but, well, you may be seeing him soon.
Kapstan stands up and kicks a chair back just a couple feet from him without breaking eye contact. You have yourself a good day, man. And he's just gonna leave.
Oh, that'd be, already gone.
As soon as I walk outside, Keenan, you're up.
Oh, does that mean it went well?
I just kind of look at him and nod over to the gesture nod, not the yes. The go over now.
If it's all well with you, Keenan, it never goes, well or wrong. It's just a fortune telling. She's not gonna give you exacts. It's gonna be very broad.
I guess
Just
I'll
good
start
fun.
I'll start walking in then, I reckon.
Okay. You walk in, same figure. She is currently shuffling a deck, and she looks up at you.
Oh, many customers today. Go ahead, have a seat if you like a fortune read.
I'd sit down.
I'm sorry to say, but I'm gonna have to ask you to pay before I read the fortune. I just had a really bad experience.
How much is it?
It's just 2 copper pieces.
Okay. I give it to her.
Okay. She shuffles the deck, and then she puts the deck in front of her. And she goes,
Now this is my tools and my ways of seeing into the future and into the beyond. What I'll need you to do is pick any 3 cards you like and set them face down on the table. Any 3 cards. When you're ready.
I picked some cards, I reckon.
okay. Put them face down on the table.
Yeah.
When you're ready.
Well, I almost set them face up, and I'm like, oh shit, sorry. my bad.
when you're ready, flip the first one.
I want to say, anytime you slip up or stutter or anything, she's completely unfazed by it. You flip the first one.
When you say first, do you just mean in any specific order? Is it just the one on the furthest left of me, or?
Well, most go from left to right, but if you'd like to start with a specific one, you can.
Well, is that your left or my left?
That's your left.
Okay. I'll flip the one on the left.
Okay.
My left.
Flip the first card. And it is a 3 men. Four men, sorry. All engaged in sword fights. They have their swords. Actually, no, it's not a sword fight. Sorry. That's me just getting wrong. It's 3 men clad in armor. All having their swords raised to the sky. The blades intercrossing as if they're kind of cheersing with their swords, and a treasure chest between them. And she goes, this card reads, The Mercenary. And she reads,
Oh, This one is the mercenary. It represents inner strength, the will to go on and what. Either you or someone you may know fights and will continue to fight for power, for wealth, and for things they deem they might need. When you're ready, the next one.
Is it this one? Okay, I'm just gonna.
You flip it.
Yeah. Is this silence you reading the card?
Hold on.
Oh no.
That's not okay. You see a figure sat in a chair in a nice, almost suit, as these kind of psionic waves kind of ripple out from them. This one is the seer. And she says,
Oh, this one's the seer. This one represents a thing to come that may inspire and will need keen intellect for. Something you may encounter. Gonna need a clever mind. If you can't figure it out, it may pass you without you ever knowing. The last one.
Flip it.
Similar to, you see a woman robed with a arcane shield in front of her with a glinting star on her forehead, the Abjurer card. And she goes,
Oh. Heart of logic and reasoning. This one warns to pay close attention. You may need to find a clue you think you might have overlooked or may have not even known was there at all. But something's looking you in the face. You ain't seen it yet.
Okay. I'm gonna like point towards the door. I'm gonna go.
Very well.
I'll leave.
Have a good day.
and the kind of, you open the curtain and the sun kind of hits your face from being in the dark room. You're back outside with your companions.
See, the first one kind of made sense, but the second two,
What was it?
I feel like it's like that wish thing, you know, where if you tell someone your wish, it will come true.
Very clever. That's exactly right. It's bad luck to tell you anybody's fortunes. So what was your fortune?
You just told me it was bad luck, Ida.
I did. Don't you want to tempt fate a bit?
No.
No. What about you, Cap?
I don't gamble.
I find that hard to believe.
I don't care.
I find that very easy to believe.
So, what else were we doing? Besides, you know,
There was that one gentleman that left Mr. Bark's tent when I went in.
Fancy dude in the suit.
Mm-hmm. Overheard a tiny bit of a conversation. Mr. Bark's
chance
waiting on somebody.
You can see him in the crowd anywhere.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. Can I
Do
have
I
help
have him
from
to get
Ian?
advantage?
I'll allow that, yeah.
Do
I'll
I
allow
have him
Ida.
to get advantage for my earlier stuff that I DM'd you about?
I'll allow that. Yeah, because I didn't let you roll.
Yeah.
So I can have.
Yeah, I can let Ian help you.
Ooh,
8.
23.
Nice.
Kapstan was so focused that he didn't hear anybody else's stuff.
Okay. At 20 to the 2. As you look around, you can tell the event is about to start, as not quite yet, but they're getting ready to, as people are kind of like, crowds are getting ready to line up so they can go in. Some people have already grabbed seats. Concessions are actually starting to run now. You look around and not very... Look around. Aida, you and Ian, you trying to like look at Ian like, help me out a little bit. You two try to like look around, and Ian just hops on top of your head and starts pecking your forehead annoyingly.
I knock him off.
Cap,
Backhand.
Cap, you start looking around. You don't see him.
Do I see anything worth note?
With knowing.
With a 20 goddamn 3, even if it's not relevant to what I was looking for. You know, just noticeable things.
This is gonna sound weird. Roll an Arcana check.
That's a 2. Unless I get advantage for rolling so well.
No. No.
Damn.
You look around, you see the crowd goers, you see some of the performers. Specifically, you see one of the Lady Stiltwalker is kind of like going in between the crowd, trying to like coax them in, like, aye, you can head this way, here's the entrance, you know, trying to get people into the right direction.
It's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's normally weird, but Damien thinks it's weird.
That's fine. She's basically just tending the door, trying to entertain people as they go in. You don't see Killian, the blue tiefling Ida spoke to the other day, or earlier today. You do not see the old man Dragonborn. You see a new figure. I do not believe you have met before. A tabaxi, who is dressed in these kind of silken, almost dancer-like clothing, kind of hung tight to her skin, as she is kind of like hung in the back and is more like behind the actual tent. You see her like walking between
hung
some
in
of
the
the
back.
tents.
Does that mean she has a big tent? Sorry.
She's behind the main tent, walking between some of the other tents, talking to, like, opening the tent doors, talking, and then walking back out. Other than that, you don't see anything else. You don't see anything suspicious, unfortunately. Not with a nat 20.
When I'm done gazing into the abyss, I relate to the others. Can't find the fancy pants, but it looks like the show's about to get ready. And looks like they got a dancing act.
Well, let's check it out then. I want to see how bad they've gotten over the years.
Full of confidence, aren't we?
Well, when the staff tells you it's not as good as before, you know something's up.
Or they're just old.
Nah. Old performers can still be good for performers.
You guys would like to pass time for the show to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a montage of us playing like carnival games, me robbing carnies, Keenan getting robbed by carnies, the way that carnies rob you by convincing you to spend your money.
I spend none of my money because
No.
I'm too busy thinking about what the lady said.
Let's see if I can
He's
find
too
a good
focused.
song.
Any money you might have handed over, we got back immediately. You know, good stuff.
I can't find a good song.
Ida smashes the hammer against one of those bell things and dings it.
Dong.
Keenan breaks the fucker.
Dong, 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 dong. We'll just go with...
Oh, one of like the strength chests.
We'll just
Yeah.
go with one of these.
Yeah.
Keenan breaks it. Kapstan gets upset because he didn't get to play with it.
We'll just go with what we had. Not as exciting as I would like, but...
Da 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 da. Dee 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 doo da 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 bow. No copyright here.
Thanks, buddy. You guys head in, and you find some seats. Kapstan shows up a bit later, with like 30 bags of popcorn. You all take a seat, and you wait. Maybe
I take 2 seats. One for the popcorn.
You guys wait. Maybe 5-ish minutes go by, and the lanterns that are hung in. Let me describe it. Actually, you go into this yellow and white striped tent. This biggest one in the
big top.
field. The big one. And as you go in, it is circled with these bleak. And in the center is this slightly is a ring that is maybe give or take about 3 feet tall. It is a fence that runs in a circle around, with a big pillar in the middle that goes up as rafters kind of splint off, and at the top you can see little platforms where people might be standing, and you can see where the trapezes are on 2 of them. In the back is a closed tarp, and as the lanterns that are set up on posts on pedestals, you kind of hear people go, "Shh, it's starting," and see a light start at the back of the tent, pointing at the closed door. And as the folds open, you see that old Dragonborn walk through. I believe he's Copper Dragonborn. He walks in, has a cane as he kind of waddles in, and he looks around at the silent crowd. He goes, "Well, it has been a while since I have got to introduce a show like this for you all. But I'd like you to all know that I'm having the time of my life, this old geezer. Now, are we ready for some fun?" He kind of addresses the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a few hoops and hollers, and he goes, "Right then."
It's nice.
It's nice.
Happy little trees.
Happy little. Well then, first off, ladies and fine gentlemen, I introduce the baffling Mr. Barks. And you see him kind of walk off to the side with his cane, and the backside of the tent lights up again as the the older dwarven man walks through with a red long coat with a tail dragging slightly behind him, and a black top hat adorned on his head. His shortly trimmed beard, shortly trimmed brown beard with a bit of gray hair sticking out, and he comes waddling in. "Hello, wonderful guests. I hope you found a comfortable seat and gotten your popcorn, because once the acts begin, you will not want to move from those seats." Now, you see from behind him, the doors open again. I'd like to welcome first Killian and Gwendolyn as a blue tiefling man. I believe I have descriptions for. Where are they? Yes. So Killian and Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is this human woman. Stands maybe 5'4". She is wearing this they're both wearing these matching white suits with long tails that hang down to about the knees, split into 2 points, with black slacks running down. They both have makeup, however. Killian's is the blue tiefling is white diamonds cover, or a single white diamond covers the his left eye that is painted on, as he's wearing black lipstick. And the female, the Gwendolyn, the human woman, is wearing a diamond over the right eye with white lips. They come in and they begin setting up platforms, like they begin setting in wooden platforms, and then bringing in like almost like a mattress. Ida, you would recognize this as for when the people doing high flying or any high performing act. This is where they would fall to land safely.
Okay.
Barks kind of addresses the crowd. These two, while they are performers themselves, are some of our handlers. They'll be helping us setting up acts between them. So, can we get a big old hand for them? And you hear the crowd kind of clap and cheer along. And they honestly work really quickly as they get these multiple platforms and multiple... there's an actual word for it. I cannot remember it. A mat. That is what I'm thinking of. I cannot believe I forgot that word. They begin setting up mats.
A floor platform.
Yeah. And they walk out and... Excuse me, sorry. Something got in my teeth somehow. I think it was one of my hair.
A platform.
A platform? No! Barks addresses the crowd and he goes, "Now, I'd like to introduce you all. The high-flying 5 of crowns." And the light disappears and the tent goes dark for a moment. And then the light appears again, pointing towards the ceiling, and you see the same tabaxi in these silks. She holding one of the trapezes in her hand, and she looks down at the crowd as she's standing in the rafters. And she gives a big wave. She hasn't said a word yet, but as she's waving, mid-wave, one hand on the trapeze, she just leans slightly over and just falls off of the rafter. You hear "ooh, ah" from some of the crowd members as with one hand she begins swinging and then brings her hands up and pulls herself up. She brings it up all into a pull-up where it is hung at her waist now. And she lets herself hang upside down as she goes into the apex of her swing. And then she goes back and swinging backwards, and she lets herself fall back down. And she kind of does a flip as she lets go and lands back onto the rafters as the crowd cheers. And you see as the trapeze swings to the other side, another light pops up, and you see another figure in the rafters. She catches the trapeze as it swings to her side. It is this half-elven figure with the similar silken skin-tight suit as the tabaxi. She looks towards the tabaxi. She nods, and the tabaxi will nod in return. She jumps off, and she swings. And the tabaxi will... While the half-elf is about halfway through her swing, the tabaxi jumps and does a flip. And you see her, right as the half-elf reaches the apex of her swing, the tabaxi grabs hold of the half-elf's legs and they begin swinging back. And you hear cheers from the crowd as they begin swinging back to the other rafter. They both land as the half-elf keeps hold of the trapeze and looks at the crowd, looks at the tabaxi, and offers the tabaxi the trapeze. The tabaxi will nod and will jump once more. She will, as she reaches the apex of this swing, she lets go and she lets herself fall. And she does not appear to catch anything as she continues to fall. And you see, this would be, yes, as she begins to fall into the darkness that is the tent floor, you see her form suddenly slow as she begins slowly drifting to the floor as she's like holding her hands up as if to show off what's happening. and to show off her figure as the lights flash to the floor, and you see the clown who Kapstan had stolen tickets from earlier today, waving her hands in the air.
Received.
Waving her hands in the air, almost as if tickling the air above her, as these sparkles of magic kind of glint off of her fingertips. You see Killian, the blue tiefling, once again come out and catch this tabaxi, let her back onto her feet. And the human woman, as you can see, look around, is gone. The half-elven figure looks down, looks at the trapeze, simply throws it to the side, and just swan dives off of it. She does a few flips and fail. You see nothing happens to slow her fall. Instead, she keeps tumbling, and then she stops suddenly right before hitting the ground. And you hear a few gasps from the crowd as she is maybe an inch from the ground. Like, her face is towards the ground, her nose is almost skidding the floor. And you see her form slowly begin raising, as it seems she may have cast some kind of spell on herself. You see Killian nod, and then he runs back into the back of the tent as the the two acrobats are left on the floor with the clown, and they kind of like look to one another, kind of like surprised, just huh, ooh, huh, and the clown looks to the crowd and goes, "Wow, ain't that just a pickle of a peach?" And then you hear this strange music starts playing, the traditional kind of melody come in as more people begin running from the back. You first see the human woman who was accompanying Killian on stilts walking through, and secondly is Killian right behind on another pair of stilts as they begin walking around in a circle, kind of looking at the crowd and gesturing to each other, almost making a spectacle that they are walking on these tall sticks. They kind of look to one another, and they reach into their back pocket, and they pull out a bottle. Kapstan, you would immediately recognize it as alcohol. And they kind of look to one another, look to the alcohol, and you hear them in sync go, "I don't really like this one. What about you?" "That's what I said." "You want mine?" And they kind of they throw the alcohol bottles at one another, and with the other hand, they each catch the one that was thrown. The clown in the center holds up two sticks, bangs them together like drumsticks, and while swinging them and flourishing them, they suddenly catch a flame, and she looks to both of them, and then throws them behind her back at both of the stilt walkers. They begin drinking the alcohol, and to the center of the stage, they breathe fire, and the pillar in the center has torches that line that kind of like line that you didn't see before. Very small things that stick out as this pillar in the center begins to light up as these little dots of flame kind of appear. They look to the crowd and take another gulp, and then blow fire very closely above the crowd. They get to your guys' side. You can feel the warmth. Maybe not you, Kapstan. Sorry. You can feel the warmth above you as the fire gets very close. You can hear a few cheers and a few whoops from the crowd. At this point, they kind of look to one another. They nod once more, and I need Aida specifically to roll a perception check. No, insight check. Insight check, please.
I don't think it's different, but let me see. Yeah. Come on. It's not
terrible.
Yeah. As the act continues, you enjoying it is up to you. However, you notice something a bit strange. you have noticed that everyone in the crowd has been working kind of in synchronization, kind of working with another, nodding to give assurance. Killian suddenly kind of like looks away from everybody and almost has this lost look about him. You can see as everyone is kind of performing the show and continuing, Killian kind of breaks rhythm and begins walking on his own. And while still atop the stilts, drinks another gulp of alcohol and begins spewing fire at the roof as you can see the ropes that hang begin to catch a flame. The crowd begins to not really enjoy this spectacle as some of the flaming ropes quickly burn and drop as the flame breaks and goes into the crowd. You can hear the people screaming and scattering as they're trying to avoid what is crumbling down. And Killian continues to just breathe and kind of circle the area around him. The others.
I was. No. Go ahead.
You see, let's see. It would be, the Dragonborn, the Copper Dragonborn shouts up, "Killian, what are you doing?" And begins, at the best he can, hobbling over with his crutch. You see, what was introduced as Gwendolyn, the human who was other Stiltwalker, kind of sees this and realizes what's happening, and begins rushing over. Aida, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh. Okay. Saving throw? No!
I'm gonna, message you something.
Okay.
While I'm doing this, you guys can see the, rafters around you begin quickly catching flame, and the pieces of the tent where they are supported begin to burn away as the ropes and supports begin falling. This place is quickly coming down. Give me 1 second.
My heart. Not again.
Dalton,
Mm-hmm.
how close are we to the exit?
It is very close. You basically could just hop the fence and get out.
I'm gonna put my arms out to both of them. I think it's time we leave. Come on. Get out. Come on.
Kapstan's gonna stand up and do the dad whistle as loud as possible.
Okay. May I
The
ask
dad
what you're
whistle.
trying to achieve?
I am trying to. Well, I was gonna tell everybody else to get out
Okay.
and direct them toward the exit.
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
No.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Hello for him.
That exact noise comes out of Kapstan.
Cat stand.
and it is perfect. Yeah, cat scan.
Cat.
And it is perfectly loud enough to get everybody's attention.
You manage to like whistle towards the panicking crowd and kind of direct them and show them where
Get your asses moving!
where their exit is. Everyone begins going out as this tent quickly catches flame. Everyone, let's see. As far as you can tell, all of the audience makes it out. However, a lot of the performers are still inside.
Aida, do you give a shit about these people?
We need to go.
That'd be a no.
We're just gonna leave him.
Ida's feathers are incredibly ruffled, and she's like ushering you guys like a mom would do her children. Like, come on, get out!
Kapstan helps push Keenan and goes with.
Okay.
But
You guys continue moving, and is there anything anywhere specific you'd like to take them, Aida?
I don't know this place very well, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
I guess just out, right? I feel like that's...
Yeah, if you guys want, you could just like grab Stenton and just like try to get as far away from that as you can, if you want.
I thought Stenton was parked in town.
You guys parked him next to the tent. There was a little place
I'm
where
gonna
you
ask
could
you a
park
question
your
real
wagons.
quick.
Okay. Over DMs?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Do.
I guess unless whatever she messages you changes it, I guess we just get over there on the Stenton and then ride till we're far enough away from the debris.
Okay.
The Dubris.
Only Ida noticed that Killian did that on purpose, right? Started it on purpose.
You would notice he did that on purpose. Only Ida noticed that it was out of character for him.
Ah.
The first,
So,
the first
I
little
just
bit
like-
the first little bit may have looked like an accident, but as he kept going, it was very obvious it was intentional.
Okay.
Ida's got her wings splayed out on either side of her in sort of like this big cup motion to keep you guys moving. Like she's sweeping you forward with her wings.
As you guys continue, you see multiple guards. These, I believe, black bears, I called them, were running through. These guards in heavy, blackish armor, and they were running towards this commotion.
Mm-hmm.
When we get back to the thing, Kapstan's gonna ask, "What the hell was that?"
It's a fire, Cap, and we don't go anywhere near it.
Ida, we just left people in there.
Never mind the fact that that dude started it. Is there a history of volatile tieflings here?
No.
Right, Dalton? No? Just no?
Just the two?
If that's what you believe.
No.
I'm stressed. Ah.
Mhm.
So what do you want us to do, Ida? Just run
Just-
away? What?
Just stay here.
I'm gonna look back.
Mhm. That's fine.
Can I make a check, or is
Hi,
that
Zora.
Whoa.
No, you don't make a check.
Mm.
As you guys, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, go.
As you guys continue and you ride Stenton and you take your nightmare and you continue galloping down, trying to get far away from this area, you're maybe all the way across town. I don't know if you guys would want to leave town or actually exit, but you guys continue and you're very far away. Ida, at this point, you kind of snap to your senses and blink, and you realize what just happened. And you now have full control over yourself as you realize.
I'm immediately slapping the top of the roof of Stenton and just going, "What the hell are we doing? Turn back around!"
Kapstan yanks on the reins. What?
What's wrong with you boys? You don't listen to me like that.
You just...
Shut up, we're going back, and I'm gonna, I'm taking off. I'm
Okay.
in the sky, I'm heading back to the circus.
Oh, what the fuck? And then I yaw. Stenton.
Stenton. Yeah, Stenton.
Yaw.
Yeah. Okay. I believe Ida would get there first. You begin flying and soaring through the air. And you can tell exactly where to go as the embers and smoke is still high, although the fire is starting to die down as this material seems to burn quite quickly. You get through. It has maybe been like 10 minutes. And as you land, what would you like to do? Or if you
I'm
even
looking
land?
for Killian
Okay.
specifically.
Roll an
Me and Ian
investigation
both.
check. And I'll allow you to have advantage.
Investigation.
Yes.
Okay. Come on.
17.
17?
You fly around, kind of getting a bird's eye view of the situation. You see that,
In the literal as well.
Yeah.
you would notice that where is it? Oh, here it is. There are... Wait, no, that's not... Why can't I find this? My notes, where are they? There it is. Okay. You notice almost all of the crowd is gathered kind of at a safe distance in a circle, kind of watching this unfold, a bit too scared to approach or do anything. Of the performers, you see the older Dragonborn man is outside, and he is tending to the two ladies. He is tending to the Tabaxi and the half-elf who are on the high ropes. Gwendolyn, the human Stillwalker, is over in a corner, kind of by herself, like kind of like has her hand like dunked in the water of where they bobbed the apples. Other than that, that is all the performers use.
Good thing there's no apples in there.
Yeah.
We haven't taken a long rest, have we?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
As you land, your wings kind of buffet the ground as you're trying to slow your descent, and it blows up dust, and you begin like, are you willing to go into the flames to search?
If I don't see Killian, I'm going to call out to the Dragonborn man. I know his name. I just don't have my notebook in here right now.
Thorodden.
What?
Thorodden. I will put it in chat.
Thorodden.
Oh.
That is...
Thorodden.
I don't know.
Thoropin.
Thorodden. I'm just going to call out to him. You seen Killian anywhere? Did he make it out?
He looks around and then looks up to see you, a bit startled. I haven't seen him, no.
I'm going to turn to the Stiltwalker later. You seen your partner?
Shakes her head.
I'm walking in.
Okay. You fly in, your wings kind of like buffet as the ceiling is basically gone. I need you to make a Constitution. You know, originally I had you make a dex save, but, you know, you're fine. Okay. You kind of think quickly, and you take a piece of cloth and cover it around your face to try to mitigate any smoke getting into your system. And as you quickly run in, dust almost comes up over your feet, under your feet, as you just take it off. You begin searching and looking and looking. Roll me another investigation check with advantage, because I'm assuming Bird is helping.
Because of Bird, yes. Investigation.
So,
No! I don't need you to do that to me, Dice. You're going in jail. Virtual dice jail.
virtual dice jail? Oh no.
Yeah.
You look around. You don't see Killian. You see a figure you don't recognize. Look around and think at first it's Barks, who is lying on the ground with rubble on top of him. But as you get closer, it's not. It is some strange form. White, almost gray skin with pure black eyes. Black long hair running down their back. And they are wearing Barks' clothes. Very much not their size. As they appear to be dead.
They're dead?
They are not breathing. Very much not alive, it seems.
I'm gonna head over to them, and I'm going to nudge the side of their head with my foot gently, just to see. Just to make sure.
There is no reaction.
Does Ida know what a changeling is?
You can roll a history or arcana check of your choice. Actually, no, just history.
I didn't mean with advantage. Dang it!
Or, you're not sure.
Well, he's dead. What can I do for him? I'm leaving him there. I'm looking for Killian.
All right. Give you one more chance.
How
One
are
more
we doing,
investigation. I'll get to you guys in a second.
Okay, just making sure you didn't forget.
Come on, roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
You run through, and you search everywhere. Don't find. And as you look around a bit panicked, you kind of, like, in frustration, almost like bat your wings, kind of like almost throwing a mini tantrum. And as the dust kicks up, you see something glint in front of you. And as you look, you snatch it out of the air. It is a feather with this blue and purple, blue kind of fading into this purple color. Very shiny, very glistening.
I'm flying straight up.
Okay. You fly straight up. At this point, you in the cart, you are hauling full ass into the through the streets, like on sidewalks if you need to, and you skid into the dirt right in front of the tent as you see the crowd that it kind of blocks your way. I'm assuming you get off and just shove your way through. And as you get here, you see Ida fly straight up into the air. What would you two like to do?
Well, I'm not chasing after her because I ain't got no wings.
I'm gonna yell up to her. Ida, what the hell?
There's somebody here.
He puts his arms up like, what the fuck does that mean?
I'm doing like a turnaround, like one wing beat. I'm looking one direction, the next I'm looking another. Like I'm looking for somebody.
Okay.
Presumably with wings.
Can I roll something to look in the air and see what the hell she's looking for?
Sure. I'll say both of you roll
and-
perception.
And I'll cast Divine Sense as well.
with Ian, I get to. Yeah, I didn't mean to do it with that,
Oh,
but
Glad I cast
Dirty
Divine
20.
Sense.
Okay. 30-20. Kapstan, you know for a fact that there is nothing in the air besides Ida and her bird. Keenan.
It's Celestial Fiend or Undead, and what is it, 60 feet? They're just not behind total cover.
Base creation.
Oh, buddy.
Do not sense any fiends, undead, or celestials. However,
Oh no.
the tent, the one currently aflame, screams desecrated.
interesting.
Something... You're not sure if it was always there, as you have not checked, but something about the area in the tent definitely
Well,
is
how
not
close?
good.
How close is the tent to the church?
They are not close at all.
Okay, that was just check. Well, I don't see anything.
Other than that, you don't. Your divine sense doesn't. Ida, unfortunately, you don't see either.
Do I see
I didn't
any
think so.
wounded people in the flames? Anybody I can help get out or heal or anything?
You see the few burnt performers who are a bit ways past the crowd. You see the Dragonborn kind of tending to them as best he can. Other than that, it seems like Kapstan helped most people get out pretty. You see an odd burn on a few individuals, but nothing that can be easily.
I'm gonna call back up to Ida again. There's nothing in the damn air except for you.
She's just gonna let out a frustrated, like, "Argh!" and fly back down because she knows he's right. She's gonna keep the feather. She's gonna put it in her pocket.
Okay.
I'm gonna... Barks wasn't Barks. He's dead. I don't know what he was. I couldn't find Killian. Somebody here knows what's going on, and I'm gonna start stomping over to the Stiltwalker.
Okay.
You. And I'm gonna point at her.
Stuff.
I'm gonna walk in between them. Ida,
What?
we can figure it all out.
Oh, we're
We just
gonna.
need to take a breather for a moment.
The breather, Keenan, the tent burned down!
I'm not blind, Ida, but you being upset isn't going to help anyone.
We need to figure out what's going on!
And she's
And
gonna
I
stomp her
certainly-
foot like a like a child.
And I plan on it, okay? Take a step back, sit down, have a breather.
Elton, is it still on fire?
At this point,
Or is
no.
it-
There are a few flames burning here and there, but it's mostly empty at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna go and look about.
Okay.
I'm not worried about smoke for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Kapstan, please don't go too far, alright? I might need you. I'm gonna
Hey, you'll be
cast
fine.
Zone of Truth.
Do you cast that before Kapstan walks away, or as
Yes.
he?
As you're
You-
walking away, I'm
Okay.
trying to
Did
get
you
as
make
many...
a save,
Instead of
huh?
"you'll be fine," he says, "You'll be present."
I didn't mean to roll that with advantage. It's a 16.
16. Okay.
You pass.
Yeah.
She had
Of course
got
I
a,
do,
she
I'm
rolled a
Ida.
5. Actually, I have to roll for the other 3 as well because they'll be within this, unless you don't want them to.
No, I need everybody.
Okay, the Dragonborn passed. The Tabaxi failed. Half elf passed. So the only ones that failed were the human and the Tabaxi.
Okay. And I can't tell who passed or failed, can I?
Ask him what color the sky is.
That's not gonna be hard. I need... Okay. What happened?
I... Sure, why not? You cast a spell, and I'm assuming you look towards the human.
Yes.
I don't know. Just went ballistic, I guess. I never seen him act
And
like
this
that
is-
before.
This is unlike him? He hasn't done
Very.
anything like this in the past?
I could have told you that.
Where does he have any motives behind this?
I know of. Like I said, I've worked with him for a good few months now. He's never done anything like this.
Or where did he come before those months?
He's always been here.
He's been here.
And
He was here
no one
before I
knows-
got here. Could ask Dragonborn. Throddon, he's known him longer.
Aida, you said that Bach wasn't Bach,
It wasn't
yes?
Mr. Bark. He was something else.
Alright.
She looks like her eyes are starting to water, but she's angry and not letting herself cry in front of people.
Hmm. Feel free to ask questions. You two. Aida, Kapstan.
Or you do. Kapstan said you're going
I
in.
was gonna say Kapstan walked into the thing.
She'll be
Okay.
present.
Yeah.
You walk in. Most of the fence that was the inner ring has collapsed. The sides of the tent. In fact, you can still look over and see Aida and Keenan, as there are many. Basically, the only thing left of the walls are a few, maybe 5-foot high chunks that dip and rise in random places that are being held up by random pieces of wood. And you look about and you see charred wood that has collapsed from the ceiling, and embers that have burned through.
Well, make my way further back to where the performers were last.
You go through and you look around, and as you remember Aida mentioning it, you keep an eye out, and you do see a strange kind of slim figure crushed beneath some rubble, some of the fallen rafters. Same description: white, gray skin with long black hair that kind of runs down her shoulders, and pure black eyes. Wearing Mr. Bark's clothes that are definitely not fit for her. Definitely fit for a dwarf.
Can I pull the rubble aside to get a better look at the body?
What is your strength modifier? For strength score?
Strength modifier +3.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'll still need you to roll.
17 is the score.
I'll still need you
Okay.
to roll.
Animal handling right now.
Ooh,
Strength or athletics?
strength.
Okay.
12. Yeah, you lean down and you're used to pulling heavy equipment, and you move aside the rubble, and you manage to get the body free.
I'd like to go through its pockets and whatnot.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Come on, mouse. Work.
I believe in you. 6. Yeah, fair. That makes sense. You go through the pockets and you find spare change, like 3 gold pieces, 2 silver. Nothing of note. You find a pocket watch that you remember Aida having. And in the other pocket, you find a pendant. Familiar to you, as it was something Aida had bought from Lance back in Glossfield. I believe I described it as 2 wings that kind of face away from one another, and an almost star-shaped.
Sorry,
pattern,
there was a rogue dog.
and an almost star-shaped pattern in the center with a shiny, like, amber crystal in the center.
Huh. I'm gonna pocket those, and I'm gonna sling the body over my shoulder and keep looking.
Okay. Anything specific, or are you just looking in general?
Specifically, I guess I'm looking for any remnants of that tiefling or anybody Aida could have been looking for.
Okay.
Because I know she couldn't find the dude, but she said somebody was here.
Because this is a different thing you're looking for, you can roll a different investment.
Wood.
14. You look around, and you don't really find much At least for now, you are pretty sure that there's no one else here. Everyone else, there's no one left in the tent to grab, as far as you're aware. I can hear my cat outside throwing a fit.
No bodies or anything either.
You can see.
So everybody except this thing made it
You
out.
can roll a history check if you'd like to know what it is, or survival. I should have given you that option if you wanna. If your survival thing is different, Ida, I'll allow you to re-roll. I should have given you that thing.
It's cool. It's not. It's
Okay.
It's the same.
I
you
rolled a
don't-
6.
You don't know what this creature
It's
is either.
squishy.
Yeah,
It can die.
it is dead.
If it bleeds.
Well, as long as there's absolutely nothing else that I can find in here, I guess I'll head back out. Body on my shoulder.
Who else
well, no.
failed the zone of truth?
The Tabaxi. 5 of
Cool.
crowns.
Mm-hmm.
When I get out there, I'm just gonna like flop the body down in front of the crowd.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody know what the hell this is?
Roll stupid.
The thuds of knowledge.
I got 2 natural ones, a 3, and an 8. I get one more roll for the old man. Still not great. What was...
I'd like to give the help action to everybody by threatening them.
There would have been.
I said, does anybody know what this is?
Can we intimidate them into knowing?
You see the copper dragonborn, Throdden, kind of like lean down. There's a changeling. I don't know too much about him. So they can change.
He's wearing Mr. Bark's clothes.
I see.
It.
Did any of
Hey.
you know about this?
Oh. And the other individuals, the other women, shake their head and no.
Can I insight whoever failed?
Yeah. Can't get a read on him.
Did Mr. Bark act any differently all of a sudden?
Got, sir, more cooperative, I guess. I just thought we caught him on good days.
How long has he been acting nicer?
Last month.
Okay, is this one of the people that passed the saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
The
gonna
old man
insight check
dragonborn.
after
Okay.
I'm done checking or asking questions. And you just thought he had a change of heart all of a sudden. Is that what I'm hearing?
It wasn't sudden or drastic. It was just some days he would yell at us, and then all of a sudden he stopped yelling, and then a week goes by, and he's offering us to sleep in some of the comfier tents, and then he's offering us more food. We just it wasn't sudden. It was gradual. I got lucky with food. Found religion. I don't know.
I'm gonna pull out the feather that I found inside, and I'm gonna hold it up above my head so that everybody can see.
Anybody recognize this?
The thuds of knowledge once more.
I was asked to
Wait.
use my metal dice.
Yes.
Can we roll anything?
What's up, Kapstan?
Can we roll anything?
Oh, what would you like to roll?
I don't know. What do I need to roll to recognize a feather?
Survival?
I do want an insight check.
Or survival
Oh.
in nature, I should say.
Homeboy.
I'm pretty sure your thing is the same.
Actually, my survival is better than nature, so.
Sure, you can roll insight on the Dragonborn. Rodden looks at the feather, kind of squints, and then you see him like kind of lean back, almost as if he realized something. Is Virgo. Same things.
But I mean,
Is what happened a year ago what I think what happened a year ago?
Yeah, I believe that's what we decided.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
The cat.
explain. Elaborate, please.
When last the tent burnt down, I went looking for some of the people we couldn't find. Found some strange silver amber amulet and a bunch of feathers. Looked an awful lot like that one though. They were different colors.
You wouldn't happen to know who they came from.
No. Thought maybe some bird might have got caught in the rafters when it happened, but I don't know no bird that has colors like that.
With my 14 survival, do I?
You look at the feather, and then you're like, I don't know seagulls that have that kind of feather. And then you kind of think about it harder, like kind of use your second brain cell, and then you look at like the
Oops, sorry.
Now I get a headache. What the fuck?
You kind of like that the feather is this like long feather that starts blue and fades into this soft purple and has kind of like white fluff at the bottom. You look at it for a bit, and then you go, it's feathers. And then you look at Aida and look at her wings and notice that they're very similar yet different colorations. Keenan, as far as you can tell, this guy is telling the truth.
I'm gonna pluck one of Ida's feathers off.
Oh, yes! It's from a winged tiefling!
How many winged
Oh, yeah.
tieflings do you know, Ida?
There's gotta be a few of them out there, yeah?
But how many do you know?
Well, you know what? That's my business.
Hi, Freya.
We'll come back to this topic when we're alone.
Freya!
Why does
hush!
she always kick up whenever we're recording?
She's mad
It's-
she's not in the campaign.
Oh yeah, I'll have to roll her a character.
You should give her a sidekick sheet.
Mm-hmm.
She can play
Capstan-
Ian.
you can abuse him? Or wait.
Yes.
We here at Roll for Redacted do not condone animal abuse.
No,
However,
we don't.
I do condone,
Familiar abuse, however.
I do condone solving the problem. I'm gonna see if I can't calm her down. Give me a second.
You're not calming her down, Dalton.
No.
Well, while they're in there.
I'm back. I have the cat.
How many minutes has
Nice.
it been?
Since what? You casted the spell?
Yeah.
Like
Doesn't it
Not
last
much
an
time has-
hour?
not much time
10
has
minutes.
passed.
Capstan's
Alright.
gonna take the feather from
The-
Ida and compare
The
them.
human.
Okay.
I'm gonna look towards them.
Okay.
And the dragonborn man. Where did he come from before joining the circus? Does he have anywhere he would be going right now?
The human shakes her head. She doesn't know. the Dragonborn. Not sure. He didn't talk much about where he was from.
Are the act quarters separate from the big top?
Are you asking about like the behind stage?
Where do they sleep?
Oh,
Is his bedroom
yeah,
separate
it's
from
different. They sleep in
circus tent?
separate tent.
Okay. Which one's his?
Second.
Holding.
No, banging on the door?
I'm just gonna keep plucking that. No.
I have so many interruptions today, y'all. Sorry. I'm just gonna assume Dalton's gonna cut this in post.
Da 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 da. While you wait, please enjoy our concession stand.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, someone was like really banging on the door.
Angry DoorDash driver. Lamau, imagine.
Interesting. Anyway,
I'm so
So
sorry
which
about all
one-
the interruptions. That's that. Trying to not let this happen anymore.
all right. Which one of them tents is his?
Oh, he points.
Gonna stay and try and heal these people while he does that.
Okay. He points to one of the wider tents in the back, one that seems to be relatively untouched, as it was far enough away. And as you walk, I'm assuming you walk towards.
Before I do have a question about the feathers. Is this new feather bigger than Ida's?
Relatively the same size. It's maybe slightly bigger, but that's. Ever
I
so
was just
slightly.
trying to discern if it came from a bigger tiefling. All right. I'm going to hand both of them back to Ida and just kind of put like a reassuring shoulder squeeze as I walk over to the tent.
You walk over and you pull open the tarp and you see this is not for one person to sleep. This is where multiple people. There are it is one long hallway and you can see where the rooms are, but instead of walls, it is hanging tarps that kind of make separating improv room. And as you open the tarp, you would see like a little cot with a small like lockbox that may hold in stuff, and that is repeated on every room.
I will collect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in stages.
Okay.
I'm going to collect each lockbox, and then I'm going to remove each mattress,
Okay.
and then I'm going to check each area in that order. And then once I'm done, I will check the mattresses and the lockbox.
For simplicity, I'll have you roll one investigation check.
Okay. Can I get advantage because I'm used to thieving?
I'll allow that. You've worked with people who hide stuff away.
Have lockboxes.
Have lockboxes. You've worked with smugglers, so you would know how.
There's my investigation. Yeah.
One more. 11.
Fuck.
You're not sure whose room is whose.
I don't really care at this point.
You go through and you don't find much secretive stuff. Like, and you'll like look under a mattress and you'll find like the odd like naughty book, like or like a magazine or something that.
I pocket the naughty book. No.
Okay.
I don't do that.
You'll find like someone's hidden stash of like chips or snacks, like hidden somewhere, but nothing incriminating. I'd say going through all the things you may, if you would like to steal their money, there's maybe in total like 20 gold pieces worth of.
Of course I'll steal their money. What? I'm not a good guy.
Okay. Other than
But there's
that,
no personal diaries, no letters, no.
Doesn't appear to be. There are things like assume mementos of other times, like random pieces of jewelry. You find a pendant with like you open it and it's like a picture of like the Tabaxi with an older looking man. You'll like other pictures of paintings of people you don't recognize. Stuff similar to
Did I determine which one was Killian's?
with the stuff you found, you
Did I determine which ones are everybody else's?
you could determine because of where you found the pendant that which room was the Tabaxi's. Other than that, a lot of the other details were a lot of the items were very indescript, very vague, and you're not sure if they could.
I'm I guess while he's doing that and while Keenan is healing people,
Sure.
Ida's pretty bored of this particular group. She's gonna go looking for the clown.
Okay.
Or any other of the troupe that she remembers seeing, like the acrobats or anything.
The acrobats are already there.
The acrobats were there, but the clown's not. I'm looking for
the clown's not there. Roll investigation or
okay. With the
bird,
bird.
because bird.
Yeah. If you find anyone else, bring them into a radius of me, and they should more than likely tell the truth.
I'll do my best.
Hey.
Who?
Ooh. Spicy rolls
I like
right there.
I like those now. You can come out of the dice jail now.
You look around and with almost 100% certainty, you can say the clown is not.
All we hear is there it is.
Then whilst I'm alone, I'm turning to Ian.
Okay.
I'm going to set him down very gently on a pole or something, an elevated surface so that we're eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I'm going to pull out a feather.
So this was here about a year ago. What the hell is up with that?
Ian's head tilts at you.
I'm going to give him a look.
Talk with me, yeah?
Tilts to the other side.
Don't play dumb with me! I'm being nice.
Roll a persuasion.
8?
Okay.
Freya, stop!
Is she like attacking something?
She's running up the wall.
This cat is going to like cause us.
I mean,
to
she
have
went up the wall.
This cat is
like
going
higher
to make our session like
Freya.
Yeah, like this session is just full of our cat. Ugh. Okay. A moment goes by and you're just like staring at Ian for a few seconds in frustration. And you hear a voice in your mind. And it says, "You're smart. I'm sure you've already figured out that the feathers he saw last year were yours."
Mine.
Yes.
So is this one new then?
It's not yours, is it?
But that's not what I'm asking!
Oh, are you sad that I picked a new favorite?
You didn't wait. Was it...
Can I assume real quick? Okay.
Was it Killian then?
See, he was quite pretty, wasn't
That's not fair!
I don't see why not. I gave him the same offer I gave you.
But he wasn't. Nothing happened! He was performing!
Yes. And then, just like you, fame struck
Not
him.
just like me! Are you serious? Where's he at?
I don't know.
Why do you keep burning down my circus?
You hear
What's up with that?
His tone almost shifts to an offended, just,
I have never.
Is it not you? Then who?
I don't know. I can't see up there. I'm talking blind here.
Fine, I'll find him. No hints. Does he have a bird too? Is this how this is happening?
Well, I offered him the bird. He didn't quite take it.
I should have not taken the bird.
I'm quite curious as to why you did, darling.
Look, at first I thought he was cute, alright? But he's not anymore.
he's not, I can assure you. A little shit, honestly.
Honestly.
Well, he's not there, then chop chop, you might want to find him.
And you feel the presence that's in your head kind of vanish.
Chop chop. You might want to find him. I'm just gonna wander around after that, just like kicking pebbles and and crying a little bit where nobody can see me.
Roll sleight of hand. No, I'm kidding.
Roll teared up.
Funny.
Okay. Keenan, what are you doing? While Ida has walked off.
Just gonna try and patch any wounds. Would I know if magical healing would heal burns effectively?
Not quite. You know it may soothe the pain briefly, but it wouldn't fully cure it. You know that's not how magical healing works. It still takes time to actually heal her.
Well, I'm sure it could expedite the process a little bit as well.
It definitely helps. It just isn't a cure-all.
Let's see. I reckon I'll use. Well, does lay on? I wonder. Does lay on hands? Does? Let me.
Yeah.
Cures diseases.
Heal the cure. Is fire poison?
No.
All right, then I'll cast aid on the 3 people that look the most burned.
8 or lay on hand?
8.
Oh. Okay. That would be the 3 ladies, as the Dragonborn seems mostly unscathed.
And then I'll go around and give them all 5 hit points. How many is that? How many people am I healing?
Just the 3. The human, the half elf, and the
15.
tabaxi.
Okay.
Kapstan, anything you'd like?
Let's see. Is there anything around the tent?
Some of the crowd is beginning to dissipate as people are walking off. Other than that, nothing stands out currently.
Guess I'll go ask. I'll go throttle Throdden.
Okay.
Just kind of walk up behind him, put my hand on his shoulder, and kind of adjust him so he could see me.
Okay.
Is there anywhere else I can look?
I
Did he hang out? Did he drink? Did he anything?
Oh, if ever that thing was. He kind of like gestures to the dead changeling. They did one hell of a job pretending to be him besides just acting different. I didn't notice anything the ordinary.
Not Ark Killian.
Oh. He was a people person. He liked hanging out at wherever he could, usually tavern at whatever town we stopped by in. Wasn't much of a drinker, but he liked telling stories.
And personal relationships here. Who's he most fond of?
He knew me the most. He worked a lot with Gwendolyn, and he gestures to the human lady who is currently sitting down, like back leaned against a post. He was familiar with these two, and he gestures to the half-elf and Tabaxi, though they didn't work closely together, besides just co-workers, I guess. We're family. We travel together, but me and her, who we knew the most.
And there's no other storage or hangouts or barracks or anything.
Oh, what we travel with is pretty bare bones. We don't like carrying too much with us. So we carry... One second. We carry quarters and we carry the show. Everything else is just whatever the town has. Yes, Ryan?
Just out of curiosity, would Ida know the answer to any of these questions that Cap is asking?
From back in the day, you might. You're not sure
Yeah.
if he changed.
Right. Okay.
Mr. Burks' office was in the big tent, or
Aside.
I'll go look there next.
Okay. You walk in and you begin rummaging through. Roll me an investigation check.
Nah, full on ransack. I'm not even pussyfooting around. I'll rip the drawers right out.
Okay.
Same principle as last time?
Yeah. I'll assume you're looking for specifically hidden items.
12.
You begin just tearing the room absolutely apart, flipping desks, flipping chairs, just checking for hidden bottoms, and most of it comes to nothing. But as you check his main desk and you kind of like flip it over to see if there's something that might be under it, you notice that the bottom where the drawers are, it has a fake bottom, the actual bottom of the desk, and as it like falls off, just hits the ground. You look under and you see, first off, a book, and second off, a similar pendant that you found on the other changeling.
I pocket the pendant. What's on the book?
Okay, you open it. What are your languages?
Oh, if I could scroll. I speak Common and Aquan.
You do not understand the words in this book.
Can I figure out through context clues what they might, like
You roll a
what
history
language
check.
it might be?
Roll a history check.
I don't think I'm good at those. I'm not. 12.
Not too sure. It's definitely not like a common language you understand, so you can rule out like Elven and Dwarvish. Common things like that. You know halflings don't have a written language, so it's definitely not that. Something a bit more advanced than stuff you've seen before.
In flipping through, it's all written in the same language.
Yes. It stays consistent through the entire book. It's not fully finished either. It's definitely like a journal of some kind. As you can see, it's actually been written in with, and they're maybe halfway through the entirety of this journal.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pocket it. I'm going to, I'd like to feel the desk just to make sure there isn't another hidden compartment.
Mhm.
Like, tap it, bend it.
Check. As far as you can tell, that was the only one.
Okay. I just gotta step over the debris.
Okay.
And I'll go find, I'm gonna go find Ida.
Okay. Ida, what are you doing?
She's probably just found a little spot, like a lamppost or something, to just like perch on. Like sitting, knees up to her chest, arms crossed over her knees. Ian on her head being a turd.
Of course.
She's just up there.
Do you want a moment to do anything, or are you okay with Kapstan finding you?
I'm okay with Kapstan finding me.
Yeah. Kapstan, you look around a bit, and it's very easy to find the winged tiefling sat up and perched upon a post. And you see her, just as described.
I whistle up to her.
I look down at him, try to hide the fact that I wipe at my eyes, and then I'll just like plop down.
I pull out the book. You have any idea what the hell this is?
I'll take it and flip it open. Do I? I know
Well,
Common and Infernal.
Understand.
No. What is it?
It's maybe a journal, a logbook, something. I found it in Bark's office in a hidden drawer. Along with this. And I pull out the bag I found there. And then I also found this on the body. And I pull out the other one.
Okay. You notice that the two pendants are matching and match the description, or are almost near identical to the one you got from Lance back in Glossfield.
I'm gonna pull that one out just to like hold them up next to each other and just be angry.
Yeah.
Do these mean something?
They're symbols of the Phoenix.
What, like a bird that comes back when you kill it?
Mm-hmm.
Is Ian about?
Yes, he's still on my head.
My other hand, I grab him and I bring him down. Like Ian.
Like Ian, yeah.
I drop him. Why would they be so common?
They're not. This is an organized thing.
Is it part of the circus?
No.
Then what is it?
I don't know for sure. I can tell you one thing, though. Killian's gonna be looking a lot more like me.
I figured since it's a winged tiefling wing, or feather like you said, and I can't find him and neither can you.
He must have flown off somewhere.
Well, apparently he doesn't have any fun family events to attend, so I didn't fight shit.
I have more questions now.
And she just kind of like looks down at the ground at Ian, and she's like, and I should have asked them.
Okay, well, I guess let's get back to Keenan. I need to find some place to stay for the night.
Do you want to ask the Dragonborn if he knows what the journal says?
Yeah, why not? Who knows, maybe Keenan will know too.
Maybe.
He's a smart boy.
I start to walk back.
Yeah, me too.
Keenan, in this time, would you have been doing anything, or are you still tending to them?
Just trying to help out as best I can. If they have any questions for me, I'll try and answer them. But
They're relatively quiet, as they seem a bit too rattled to be thinking of anything to say. Though the Dragonborn does nod his thanks to you as you continue to help people. And as you are, you see your companions walking back.
As we get up there, I'm gonna walk up to Keenan, and I'm just gonna pull the book up and open it to a random page. Do you know what this says?
What languages do you know, Keenan?
Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, and Halfling.
You do
God
not
damn.
know what it says.
God damn.
I cannot read that. Sorry.
That's
Can
fine.
any of you read this? And I hold it towards them.
Damn.
Somebody helpful finally.
Maybe. Killian just walks up and goes, "Yeah, I know what that says."
Yeah, it says I'm gonna kick your ass now.
For the first time, the human woman who's still is sitting next to the fence post, looks up and just, I don't know what it says, but I recognize the language. It's primordial. Agrin.
Ian! That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be mad at the bird.
If you understood part of primordial languages, you could decipher the rest.
I mean, rules is written, yes, but here, no.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Alright.
motherfucker, I speak Aqua.
I know.
Well,
I know. Here,
I,
it's different things.
I appreciate you. I don't reckon me or mine will be staying here much longer. But you
We're
know our
staying
names.
at an inn.
I mean, in this area, Ida.
First you wanted to leave, now
Aida.
you don't. This
We're
is
not
very
leaving.
confusing.
No, we're not leaving. I don't want to.
But we'll be
I don't
in
know
town.
what that was. I was duped magically.
We'll be in town if you all need us, okay? The Temple of Tome will accept you.
They nod towards you. And Throdden will say, thank you. Might carry these over there. They're a bit shaken up. Thank you for your
I'll
help
send a
again.
word to the temple to come and assist.
Yeah, maybe they could finally do something.
Let's go back.
You guys head back. Are you heading towards the
I'm gonna go towards the temple.
I drop him off on the way.
Oh,
Because
Keenan?
we gotta have stinted. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, you're dropping Keenan off at the inn, or at the temple. Where are you going?
To the inn.
The inn.
He can walk back home.
Okay.
True.
You okay with that, Keenan?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. If we're,
Or even
make-
still, he could just walk in and then tell
yeah,
him.
I didn't
and then
plan
come
on
back
staying
out.
very long.
Mm-mm.
Just
Okay.
before we leave, I'm just gonna say,
Keenan, we're gonna go check on the inn because maybe Killian went that way.
It should be on the way, right?
Yeah.
God,
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You know,
Okay.
you can assume where the inn is.
I mean, keen mind.
Keen mind and all.
It should. We'll be going the same way, so no worries. I'll just stop in and ask them to come help.
Okay.
Oi, dickheads!
Yeah, we're about to say, Keenan, you can go first. Keenan, you open the door to the familiar sight. What would you like to
Oh
do?
fuck! I forgot the dude's names. Is the big bastard still there? What is his fucking name?
I believe in you.
I don't remember.
There's two people here. Two people that you know.
Yes, one of them is an old man, one of them's a bigger dude, and then there's the ghost girl downstairs.
Would you like me to?
Her name is Grace.
Would you
Yes,
like me
please,
to
so I can
tell?
write 'em
Okay. The person who runs the temple, name is
The old man.
Leofric. Yeah, Lofric. He's human. The big guy you're thinking of runs the Hall of Heroes Guild, the guild you're a part of. His name is Yenrik. He's a Bolg.
Okay. Can you say that one more time?
Yenrik, the Fearbolg. I'll put it in chat.
Yenrig. Okay. Yenrik, not Ig. Okay. I'll just stop in and ask if they can go and assist. Nothing crazy.
Okay. As you inform them of what's happening, they kind of like nod to one another and they quickly, expertly, almost grab their weapons and kind of like toss their gear to those who need it if they're in someone's way, and very quickly they're out the door and on their way.
Freya,
She's still causing a fit.
she just ran full force into this bag.
Ida,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are in the wagon and pull into the tavern, and you you hitch your still unnamed horse to a post, and you find a nice spot for Stinton to hang, and I'm assuming you head in.
Mm-hmm.
As you look up, you see that this tavern, I believe, you see a sign hanging down as it kind of sways in the wind. The name of this tavern is Wisps and Wines.
Wisps and wines. Okay.
As you go in, you see a few people, quite a few people in here, kind of like talking and muttering, almost in like hushed whispers, and it seems like they're talking about what had just occurred. Behind the bar, you see a smaller figure, a kinku, a bird-like form with these black feathers and a large bird beak and a bird head, as he is tending to the bar and cleaning glasses. And as he looks at you, he says, "Oh, hello. Welcome to the Wisp and Wines."
Hello.
Shaw.
Not quite.
I guess, well, first, you seen another, a tiefling man like me with wings?
Almost unexpectedly, he says, "I can't say I have."
Well, okay. How many rooms, Cap?
How many do you have?
Right now,
We have about 2 rooms.
Two, then?
Yeah.
2 rooms.
wonderful. That'll be 2 silver.
Fucking mockingbird.
Leave him be.
I'm gonna pay the 2 silver.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
You should head up to the rooms and check them out. I'm gonna grab some drinks.
Grab something for me too, if you don't mind.
They're all for you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna head upstairs. Oh, before I go upstairs, I just like look down like across the railing.
Make sure to pay for him, Cap.
As this kid who is like looking up at you, Ida, as you say that, his you can almost hear the craning of his neck as he turns to look straight at Kapstan.
I'm not gonna wait for an
single
answer.
like
Just...
the single bird sweat drop.
As Kapstan watches her go up, and then as soon as he's done, he robotically snaps toward the to the front end.
Okay.
Click, 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 click. What's your strongest stuff?
This one. And he's going to reach under a counter, and he's going to produce a bottle of brandy. It is this very kind of not squat. What is the word I'm thinking of? Like short and round, rotund, bottle. It appears to not have been opened. Kind of neat engravings on the side. And he says, "It's fresh." She seems like she's had a rough day.
How much is it?
2 gold.
I hand him 6. I'll take 3 bottles.
Yes, sir. And he produces 2 more bottles.
One last question.
Mm-hmm.
How many other rooms are there?
Preoccupied.
Why?
Anybody important?
He looks at you. He's gonna insight you. He looks at you and he says, "Paying customers.
Don't do anything drastic."
Were you gonna say stupid Birdman? I lean over the counter.
In your voice, you hear, "Fucking mockingbird."
I grab my bottles. Careful. We wouldn't want a second fire. And I stroll.
Gulp.
As I stroll, I knock over a couple people's drinks.
Oh no. No. Keenan, you would approach him around this point.
The temple should be helping. What did I miss?
Upstairs.
You would be like on your way up the stairs, like knocking over your last bottle.
Oh,
as Keenan enters.
Ida's up the stairs. Just a little louder.
Oh, I didn't actually hear you. I thought you said I'm upstairs.
Oh,
You weren't there.
Ida's up the stairs.
I see.
No new information on.
He just kind of gestures with his head to come up.
All right.
Go upstairs. Find your rooms. I don't know if you all want to pile into the same room for right now, but
Yes.
okay. You all meet up in the same room. Kapstan with your 3 bottles, and Aida, whatever you'd like to be doing.
Just similar to when Kapstan found her on that post, she just curled up, knees up to her chest, like just chilling.
For right now, right here, we're gonna take a small break so everyone can get some water and stretch their
Yay.
legs.
Tea.
Empty my bladder.
Yes.
Yep. See you in a bit.
Da 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 da.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news.
We're back from our break.
Are we? Oh
I
no!
mean, I'm taking a quick sip of my beverage.
What am I supposed to do with this half-broken spine?
Oh,
I realized I had my wrong microphone on, but we're gonna run with it. So we're good now. Hopefully,
Oh.
I don't know what my settings on my other microphone are, but that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, you guys, I'm assuming, now take the benefits of a long rest or no, you were just now walking in to gather around. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead a little bit.
Gather around the bedroom and talk
Sing
about
the-
ourselves.
Sing the bedroom song.
The BEDROOM rented song.
What would you guys like to do as you guys convene in this sleeping quarter?
Ida's just huddled up.
Is there
Alright,
anything that we
Ida?
need to take care of?
Well, I would say finding Killian would be a good first step. And it seems our lead is right here in front of us, unfortunately. So, Miss Aida, I think it's time you start letting us in a bit.
So it's his fault, and I'm gonna point to Ian.
Ian kind of like tilts his head.
Mm-hmm.
Bird.
Yes. Maybe not this one specifically.
Does she look crazy to me? Like, is she going crazy, Dalton?
Are you?
Doesn't she always look crazy?
No, I mean, like, is she going, like,
No.
Is she distraught?
can I
She's
see
yes,
that?
she's distraught.
You can roll an insight check if Rand is okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay, roll an insight check.
Alright.
What does a 17 get him,
Mhm.
Ida?
She's distraught. She wants to tell you all sorts of stuff, but doesn't really know where to start, so she's trying her best.
Well, I can see you're a bit stressed.
Yeah.
Why just start from the just start from the beginning, okay? How could Ian have caused this? Because this seems a lot similar to your last story you told us about the carnival.
So, back when I was with him, Killian was my mentor, sort of. He's the one that pulled me into the circus and gave me a job, really. Got me in with Mr. Barks.
Alright.
Kinda the closest thing I had to a dad since my deadbeat died. So, about a year ago, at least that's what everybody says, a year ago, the circus caught on fire during one of my performances. I worked with Fire Poi. It's fire on chains. I danced with it. And I was blamed for it because one of my chains was faulty. But I took care of my stuff. Somebody tampered with it, it wasn't me. But the tent came down on top of me. And I died. And then the spiders were coming for me.
And
And
cats, apparently.
The spiders were coming for me. And, Birdie showed up. And spirited me away. Stole me, really. Offered me a deal. And it was too good to pass up, and I was too pissed to think about it, so I came back, and I don't look the same, which is why nobody recognized me. Stop yelling at me! And all of those feathers that Throtton said that he remembered seeing were my new feathers. And I just I just ruffle my wings. I've been trying to find the people that sabotaged my performance, killed a lot of my friends, and blamed it on me. And I've not come too close until now, and I still don't have a clue what's going on. And now, Killian has made a deal with Birdie, the Phoenix, whatever it is. That's it. You're caught up. Story
Okay.
time's over.
This bird, Ian, he does not seem very powerful. Do you want to explain to me what he is exactly?
Ashes. He's a piece of the Phoenix. He's not the Phoenix.
Alright, so Ian is a piece of something much more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And does this more powerful being have a name?
I call him Birdie.
Right.
It's the Phoenix.
Well,
You know gods. Come on,
have I heard of the Phoenix before, Dalton?
Roll a religion check. What the fuck are you?
Alright. Religion.
Nice.
You know phoenixes exist. You don't really know of a deity. I might cut my throat.
Okay. So, is there any way you could ask Ian where Killian is?
I already did.
Right.
He can't see up here. Not that he'd help me anyway.
Cap, do you have anything to add?
Kapstan kind of leans away from the wall that he was up against. So what's more important? Finding Killian? Figuring out who the hell did the first mishap?
I feel like finding Killian is a step towards that, but honestly, Killian, I need to make something clear with him. We need to talk.
And you don't know where he might be?
Dalton, would I have any idea?
You know, he liked to roam. He liked to travel the places you guys visit. But you haven't seen him so far. The taverns is where he roamed too, but not here.
I relay this information in real time and in an Irish accent.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Damn. What about Barks' corpse?
Yes, what do you know about that?
Nothing. But they said a couple of months he's been like that, maybe.
A month.
A month.
My best guess is Barks is probably dead. I don't know why somebody would want to replace him, though. But they have some sort of tie to the Phoenix. Kapstan found more pendants like this one, and I'll pull out the Phoenix necklace. But my bird said he didn't know what this was or where it came from, but it was very pretty, so of course. He's no help.
And there were no leads at all. Anybody missing? Anybody suspicious aside from obviously Killian?
Killian? The clown, Mary or whatever her... No, Mary's in the other town. The clown that looks like Mary.
The
And-
ticket salesman?
Mm-hmm. And, the fortune teller lady. We never saw her again. Somebody cast a spell on me, by the way. That's why I had y'all hightailing it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't listen to me like that. I'm not running away from a fire. I'm running in.
It was awful convincing.
I'm awful convincing.
So should we be convinced every time? I'm getting mixed signals.
Is there any chance you could feel the direction or person it came from? Is that how magic works?
Not always, no.
Right, Dalton? Not always.
Arcana check.
Cool, intelligence-based stuff.
I'd say anyone besides Kapstan. Keenan can do this because he is
Hey,
magically
not
inclined.
bad.
Arcana?
Yeah.
That's probably not way too good. Yeah.
Keenan, you're not too sure. Ida, you know that there are ways to discern spells. You know if spells are cast, they leave like almost like a residue behind. So if you cast something that could detect it, you could discern what like it might have been. Nothing specific, but you could tell that it might have been there.
But nothing that's gonna help us right now.
No, you could see like you could find like where they might have been standing when they did cast a spell on you. Maybe, but that's about it.
Did anybody look funny during the performance? Before Killian went
They're all
flamethrower?
clowns. What do you mean?
Wait, because Killian, because he described to Rayanne that Killian basically like zoned out for a minute
Mhm.
and then did what he did. Did anybody else like zone out?
Buddhist real.
What about that rich guy?
We should find him. I forgot about him. We need to track him down.
I want to know what's up. Why was he making deals with Mr. Barks when Mr. Barks wasn't Mr. Barks?
All right.
Did he know?
Settle down. And
Sorry.
he passes you a bottle.
Thank you.
Before we do anything, I think we should get a long night's rest. Because I'm tapped.
You go to sleep then.
I'm not sure I trust you all to stay here with me while that happens.
Well, maybe I want to go roaming.
And I don't know if that's the safest thing for you right now, Ida.
It's definitely
Gee.
not.
Keenan's got a point.
I'll stay in the room.
And I'll stay outside the room in sentry mode.
You could stay in the room too, Cap. And there's.
Be alone with your thoughts. And he steps out.
You're all
Oh,
just
fuck
a
you, I'm going to sleep in here.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding.
You're all just a bunch of sweethearts.
What can we say? I think we like you a little bit.
I
You
don't.
shouldn't.
Good night, Ida.
Good night.
Kapstan will lean against the wall and sentry mode.
So you're still
I-
long resting though,
I'm going to go to
because you can stay perceptive of the world around you all long rest. That's what your sentry.
I know.
We paid
Uh,
for 2 rooms, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm going to the other one.
Okay.
I don't need to take a long rest because I haven't expended anything.
You're not gonna get
Am I
any
in-
exhaustion because you don't need sleep.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, am I in danger of anything?
No,
'Cause
you
if
are
not,
immune
then no,
to gaining exhaustion due to sleep deprivation.
Okay, then no, I will not be taking a long rest.
I get my 1 missing health point back.
Yeah.
I saw my temp hit points, and I mixed up current hit points with that slot, and the maximum with the current hit points. So I thought I had 0 health. I was like, "Whoa!
Oh no.
When did I die?"
Right now. Ugh. Roll a death save.
A bird shows up to offer you.
A bird offers me a thing. Does he now?
offers you a deal.
I spit in its face.
I don't know.
Good.
Like Kapstan.
I don't think the Phoenix would like Kapstan.
I'm getting for a deal. Fuck you.
I don't think.
Sorry, I've already got a patron. Kind of.
He's dead, darling.
I'm the ferryman with an E, not an AI.
Okay. You guys let sleep take you. Do you sleep at all, or like do you ever pass out, or are you just staying up?
She would drink herself to sleep. Not gonna lie.
She's got all 3 bottles in there. He left them.
She's
All you need to
probably
know
gonna drink
is if you are long resting.
that. Yes.
All of you benefit from a long rest. Ida, you make a con save for me because of
Okay.
how much you drink.
Yep.
You
Nope.
wake up horrible.
You don't wake up.
I don't
You're
wake
dead.
up. The Phoenix offers
I've got
me
another deal for you.
A bit of deja vu.
Fuck off. Just let me die this time.
Anything go bump in the night?
Please
a
tell
few,
me no. I don't want any more spiders, Dalton.
A few people like walk up and down the hall every now and then, and as they kind of like give you weird looks, Kapstan, as you're in your sentry mode. I believe you only need to be like that for 6 hours, I think. So
It's pretty short.
So I'd say you'd be awake first. But other than a few odd looks from people who had to get up to go to the bathroom or something, that's about it. Nothing major happened.
I'm gonna go and walk. As soon as Cap stands up, he's gonna walk down the stairs to see what's going on in the tavern.
Okay. Most of the actual floor is empty. You see a few people who you assume who seem a bit like groggy, as it is pretty early in the morning, who are sitting at counters, maybe ordering breakfast and drinking like some alcohol this early, and most drinking like milk or some kind of juice or water, as the Kinku is serving people breakfast.
Hey, Mockingjay,
Yes.
got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Know anything about that rich dude around town?
Rich.
Seems to hang around the circus before it went.
Oh.
What?
I mean Desmond.
Okay. Sure, that sounds pompous enough.
The Kinku will say, I don't think he's rich, but most everyone knows him.
Well, I don't. Acquaint me.
He is an unofficial protector of sorts to most people.
Protector of what?
If you give him enough money, no harm will come to you.
Oh, he's a goddamn shark.
I used to pay him every now and then to protect the bar. I think I got enough on my own that I can handle myself.
Where can I find this Desmond?
You'd have to set up a meeting. Though, sure if you ask around enough, he'll hear about you.
Kapstan kind of clicks his jaw. Any idea where his ears are the best at hearing?
Some knowledge. I have to go to the notes.
Da-da-da.
20?
20.
Da-da-da.
Tome really said, "Here you go, bud."
Oh, that's the wrong. It's notes. What I couldn't.
No, I'll take those two.
Oh, my notes.
I'd say I'd roll a sleight of hand, but that's not how Kapstan steals stuff.
Hey, a DM once let me do that. I rolled a nat 20 on a sleight of hand to steal his notes. He let me have it.
Wow.
Okay. Hey. Hangs out a lot with Amelia. She's the Duchess. Not sure if you'd be able to speak with her to get to him, but they're good friends. And she's easy to find. I'm sure you could convince her to introduce you.
Great. A shark and a whale. Anything else I should know?
He has a way of knowing things he shouldn't, somehow.
He's got access to the DM notes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Like knowing people's looking for him, especially when he shouldn't.
Got rivals in town by chance?
Got any what? I cut out on that one.
Rivals?
Just him as far as I know.
Always gonna be the hard way. Can't just burn down a rival's factory. God damn it. He did say that out loud.
Oh, wonderful. You get a few looks from the patrons as they just like turn around in their seats to look at you, just eyebrow raised.
You hurt me. Anyway. Where can I find what's-her-face?
Oh, she roams towns. Okay.
I forgot to do it earlier.
Okay. Caught me off guard a little bit. She roams the town. Most days, at least. She was supposed to do a tour and show off the temple like she always does. But with the fire last night, I'm not sure if she will.
She got a house?
Yeah. Map of the place to see her house. I got this in physical notes. Hold on, this might take me a sec.
Just gotta go through the pages.
Gotta go through the script.
Just control F in real life.
Oh,
Dummy.
you're right.
Gotta open, some tomes.
Yes, she actually throws parties quite more often than you think she should. She, stays near the... north end.
Kind of by the gate. One of the bigger houses.
No. Well, I appreciate your helpfulness.
Chatter's here anytime.
Kind of nods towards you.
I'm gonna walk back upstairs.
Cat. Pardon me if I bump my microphone. The cat decided that she wanted to be my desk and on my microphone just right now, right this minute. Recording.
When I get upstairs, I'm gonna knock on both doors.
Okay. Keenan, Ida.
What time is it?
6, 7 a.m.
Has there been long rest?
Yeah. Ida's still passed out.
I'll wake up.
If Ida doesn't respond on the fourth knock, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
I'm assuming the door is unlocked. You go in.
Yeah, I was like, is the door unlocked or?
Yeah.
Are all the bottles empty or?
She
Did
was
she
like
not-
halfway through the third one.
Kapstan walks over, grabs the third one away from you. Hey, pat your head. Hey,
What?
here. And he hands you the bottle again.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna start drinking.
Okay.
Keenan, get your ass in here.
Rightio.
That's how hair of the dog works, right?
That's supposed to be. Can't have a hangover if you never stop being drunk. Once we're all convened, I relay the information about what I have just learned
All right.
in
Do I
real
need
time
Do I need to re-explain it for anybody?
in a terrifying accent.
No.
Aye, aye. You guys know what you know now.
Aye, Kapstan.
Hi, Kapstan.
I
can't hear you.
You know, I've been meaning to speak with that lady anyway.
Good.
Right, she's the religious one that you were talking about the other day.
The heretic would be
The heretic, yes.
more appropriate.
Well, let's go pin down a whale and a shark.
Am I supposed to know what that means?
No.
I know what it means, Cap.
Can I be filled in?
Oh.
Well-
How long is it gonna take us to get to the house, Dalton?
From where you guys are, like a walk.
Not long at all.
Well, as a man of action, I've got nothing to do in between, so...
Just hauling ass the whole way there.
Ida is staggering, trying her best to keep up.
Jug it on the
Click,
train.
clack goes the Reaper's boots. Resisting the urge to strut walk on my way to murder.
Work your stuff. On the murder. Okay, you guys begin walking.
Strutting.
Strutting. Begin
And
strutting.
stumbling.
You begin walking, and you make your way up, kind of nearish the northernmost gate. I believe the one you guys entered from. And you look around, and it's very easy to see one of the bigger houses, as the Kinku has noted.
Is it that one?
You can assume might be it, as he did say it is the biggest house there.
I
Are
can
there any
assume.
guards outside? I mean, she's the Duchess of an entire town.
I don't see any. Immediately.
Be careful, guys.
We're walking up, right? Stumbling up. I'm stumbling up to this rich lady's porch.
She's
She's-
angry.
Yeah.
Is that the Duchess?
Yeah, that's the Duchess, yeah.
Think she's in heat. Gotta
She
be.
is.
As we make our way up, Kapstan's gonna turn to Ida. Are you gonna be up for this?
I'm up for anything, Cap.
You can't walk.
I can too. I walked all the way here.
That's what you want to call walking.
What do you do?
So who wants to knock?
I'll knock.
Go ahead. Knock.
I'm gonna take my bottle and rear my arm back.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna throw it, but I'm gonna make it look like I was about to throw it and just go, gotcha, boys. And I'm gonna stumble up to the porch.
I don't have a bottle in hand, otherwise I would throw one.
But I'll make my way up there and I'm gonna knock on the door.
You on the door.
Yep.
Nothing happens at first. You wait a moment. And eventually from the other side of the door you hear, "Who is it?"
It's Saoirse.
I don't believe I know a Saoirse.
That's okay. I'm looking for Desmond.
Or persuasion check with disadvantage.
You should have let me done the talking.
I think you were right.
Hold on, disadvantage. Okay. What? Don't scare me.
She did that right next to you, didn't she?
Yes. Oh. Nice.
And Miss
7.
Saoirse? What might be you looking for Desmond? For what reason?
For work, of course.
gonna need a deception check as well.
I'm not lying.
Why do we always resort to deceit?
I'm not lying.
That is not why you're looking for him. You cannot convince me
No,
otherwise.
no. Look, so in Ida's head, she's thinking, "Let's look for Desmond. He's up for quote unquote shark work. Maybe he can find people."
I get what you're going for on a technicality.
I know.
That is not your intention.
I know. It is my intention, but whatever.
Your intention is not to go to him and ask, "Hey, you got any jobs for me?"
No, my intention was to go to him and say, "I have a job for you."
You know what I mean.
Whatever. We're keeping the roll anyway.
The roll
It's
is
a
the
12.
same. The
It's a
modifier
12.
is the same.
What are you talking about?
She will say, "Ah, Irk.
Uh-huh.
All right, one moment." And you hear, it takes a second, like maybe 30 seconds go by, and then the door swings open, and waiting so I can just. Yeah. You would see a woman, human, with long black, like straight black hair tied into a ponytail running down her head. She has this kind of green, almost the silken, almost dark green coat hung over her. It's almost like a bathrobe, and it has like fur lined around the neck as it hangs down her body. And you see on her shoulder is a crow. And as she opens the door, you see inside of her home past her, and it is this beautiful interior with these dark wood floors with rugs that line the hallways, and you can see staircase that would lead upstairs and tables lined with potted flora and other decorations that line the ground and the desks along the hallway. And she goes, "Come in if you're here to discuss business, then." And she
Well, of
holds
course.
the door
I'm gonna
open
turn
for
to
you
look
to
at the
come in.
others. "I'm going in, boys."
As Ida, as you walk past, she goes, "You watch your step. I had to deactivate the sigils." And as you look down and kind of stumble, you see there are arcane sigils on the floor that are right in front of the door as you walk over them.
An arcane practitioner, I see. A smart lady.
As you walk past, she looks past into the doorway to your friends and says, "You're aware your companion is intoxicated?"
Very much so. I may not be here to talk business, but I do need to talk to you.
Well, normally we have meetings for these things, but
Well,
very well.
seeing as
You're
how
all
the
here
door's
as
already
one.
open, shouldn't be too long.
You, sir. He looks towards you, Kapstan. Are you with them?
Yes, he's with us.
Ah, a silent type, I see. Very well. You may all come in if you...
I'm already on a couch somewhere.
Kapstan
Oh, wonderful.
begrudgingly comes in.
As you guys enter into this lady's home who seems to have a strange air about her. And you prepare to ask her a numerad of questions, both uncomfortable and confronting. We're gonna end our session here.
Yay!
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I know it's been a minute, but I'm having fun. This is great.
Yeah, this is great. This is stressful.
Yes. Big ol' stress right there.
Mm.
Ah,
D&D.
D&D.
Oh, anybody got anything they want to say?
D&D. Sorry, what?
Want to say any
Oh,
any
you know the
announcements, any
usual.
goodbyes? Oh yeah, they haven't heard it in a month. Come on.
In a month? I mean, they should know it by heart now. Come on,
Oh, yeah?
everyone. If you... Oh, I gotta come up with a new variant for it.
Yeah, you gotta get it wrong somehow.
Remember, and do not lose this information. You should have a heart for everyone and yourself.
No.
Not physically. I mean, you should have a heart physically, but not like steal someone's heart physically.
No,
It would
hearts
benefit
are
you if
optional.
you did. I'm.
Nah, thievery is the best, right? Right.
Anyways,
Well,
Right.
if they don't find you useful, they should have at least find you deadly.
What are we rolling for, Dalton?
You know, redacted.
Wait,
I threw the
I'm
dice.
sorry, I
don't
didn't
know
catch
where
that.
it
What
went.
was it?
Oh, it's redacted.
we're not supposed. Did he just? I don't know if he's clapping or if he's like throwing dice around.
I think he's just
tossing
throwing his
dice, I
dice.
guess.
Freya!
throwing dice.
Yeah, everybody gets a rare from Freya.
That's pretty good. Fran, what about you? You got any announcements? Anything you want to say?
Who?
I thought we already cut. Did we
Me?
not?
No.
I thought we did too.
No.
Oh,
No,
hell.
not a
mean-
word. Nope.
You don't want to tell them about how they can find you on Instagram and Twitter at GlassSiren.
I'm
And
not
how-
even on Twitter.
You have
like
Twitter.
I have
Um,
a Twitter. I haven't used it, but like twice in like.
And they could message you on those places to possibly get a commission from you about your amazing artwork. You know, like the
It is
tokens we
also
use here on
shown
Redacted.
on Instagram at GlassSiren.
That is true. That is true. He does post her art.
If you guys feel like giving me your money, then sure.
Oh, I've given her my money. Times.
Commissions!
Wow.
That's
Beautiful
what
art
it's
pieces.
called!
Yay! All right. Well,
Bye, guys.
bye.
Bye,
We'll see you
loser.
next week.